everyone. I'm Mary Aldhouse, and I'm going to be your guide for this series of 26 lessons in basic Japanese, which has been prepared especially for those who know nothing at all about the Japanese language. In each lesson, we'll take a look at a short skit about a man named Yang who arrives from abroad to live in the Japanese capital of Tokyo. Then, we'll study some of the Japanese that was used in the skit. These skits about Yang and the Japanese portray the everyday lives of perfectly ordinary Japanese people, so we'll be able to learn a lot about modern Japanese society and culture while we enjoy learning the basics of the Japanese language.
はじめまして、どうぞよろしく。
はじめまして、ヤンです。
私、みどりです。どうぞよろしく。
みどりさん、よろしくお願いします。
All the Japanese used is spoken at natural speed, so for those of you who are listening to Japanese for the first time, what you hear may not sound like words at all. But the skit has been prepared so that you can understand the story even without understanding the language. So don't worry about what is being said. Just enjoy the skit and get used to the sound and rhythm of Japanese. The first skit begins with the arrival of the main character, Yang, at Tokyo International Airport. Are you ready? ヤンです。どうぞよろしく。よろしく。さあ、行きましょう。太郎、車。はい。よろしくお願いします。いいですね。
ちょっと。これはあなたのですか？
あ、はい、私のです。どうもありがとうございます。
いいえ。じゃ。
どうもすみません。こちらこそどうも。 どうもすみません。おい、太郎。はい、はい、太郎。これはヤンさんの荷物ですか？ええ、これ私のです。ヤンさん、これは？あ、それも私のです。
あら？これは私のではありません。
じゃあ、これは誰のですか？
あ、これは私のです。これはあなたのですか？
はい、私のです。どうもありがとうございます。
いやいや、どういたしまして。あれ？
これは私のではありません。
あ、それは私のです。
どうもすみません。どうもすみません。この車は太郎さんのですか？
いえ、私のです。
日本の車ですか？
ええ、そうです。
ヤンさん。加藤さん、あれは何ですか？
え？ どれですか？
あれですよ、あれ。あのビル。
ああ、あれは団地です。
団地。
ええ、全部住宅です。
へえ。
ヤンさん、家内です。
はじめまして。どうぞよろしく。
はじめまして、ヤンです。
私、緑です。どうぞよろしく。
緑さん、よろしくお願いします。
どうもありがとうございます。
よかったね。さあ、ヤンさん、どうぞ。
お待たせしました。はい、緑。
涼しいですね。
久しぶりでしょう。
もう13年ぶりですよ。
それじゃあ、ヤンさんの来日を祝して乾杯しましょう。乾杯。
Well, that was the first skit. Did you understand what happened? First of all, Yang arrived at the airport and was met by Mr. Kato and his son Taro. Then there was a little trouble with tumbling baggage. Next, Yang saw some of the sights of Tokyo from the car. And finally, they arrived safely at the Kato's house. A complete transcription of the skits, together with vocabulary words, grammatical explanations, and exercises, is given in the text which accompanies this program. So we hope you'll get a copy of the text and make use of it. Well, next, let's go right ahead and look at a few of the important sentence patterns that were used in the skit. Our first pattern for today is watashi wa desu. This is a very common sentence pattern and also a very useful one because you can use it to tell people something about yourself. Watashi wa desu. This sentence provides your listeners with some information about you. So if you put your name in the blank, you can use this pattern to tell other people who you are, like this. Watashi wa arutasu desu. Watashi wa arutasu desu. As you might expect then, this pattern is very often used when people introduce themselves. And with the expression dozo yoroshiku added after it, it is the single most common method of greeting people one meets for the first time. Dozo yoroshiku is very difficult to translate exactly into English, but it means something like, please favor me with your friendship. Now, let's have the other people who appear on this program introduce themselves.